Hey babes, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about romance in a bottle. These are perfumes that just exude romance, exude date night, very sexy, seductive fragrances that I love to wear. And if that's something you're interested in, please keep on watching. So the first fragrance we're going to be talking about is NDA by Forever Mood. This is one fragrance that I picked up at Sephora over the summertime. I actually picked up samples or the travel sizes of all four of these and I fell in love with this one. Everyone's favorite is the yellow one, Hard to Get. I think that's what it's called. I still have the travel size of that one and I like it, but I love this one. This one is very woody. This is spiced from tonka bean, tobacco flower. It gives you like a sensual vibe, but very approachable. I like wearing this fragrance whenever I just want to kind of be a little sexy and seductive. This is an everyday scent as well, in my opinion. I think that it wears very well and it lends well to fragrances that have tobacco in it or have any kind of spiced liquor in it. I do get sexy vibes. I would definitely say that this is date night. It is not a long lasting fragrance, but I don't mind that at all. I like to layer this with some of my other fragrances that I have. Recently, I picked up Chris Collins African Rubios and I paired these together, and I did another video on that one. They smell amazing together. Another one that I paired this one with is Narcotic Delight by Initio, and I really like how the tobacco and this kind of play together. It just gives off just very sexy, very sensual. Date night, I wore this and I got a lot of compliments. So Forever Mood is always going to be a forever perfume in my collection, and NDA especially. Next fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance called Exulte. This is by Fumi Monet. And as you can see, I really love this fragrance. This is a rose fragrance. It's very seductive. It has the top notes of pink pepper, lemon, middle notes of Turkish rose, orange blossom, jasmine, and osmanthus, and base notes of vanilla, amber, sandalwood, benzoin, and musk. I love this fragrance. It is just so rosy, but I really definitely pick up on that pink pepper, and I love how that plays well with the other notes in the fragrance. I wore this in the summertime with another fragrance I can't remember, but I got so many compliments on this. This is very long lasting, which I absolutely love. I have 2 more bottles of this because at the time I missed the large bottle. So this is a 30 ml. Oops, I just almost dropped it. This is a 30 ml bottle, and it came in, I believe it came in another size, like a much larger size bottle. I totally missed out on that. So I re-upped during the Black Friday sale, and they had a sale where you buy 2, you get buy 1, get 10% off or something like that, and you buy 2. The more you buy, essentially, the more % off you get. So I re-upped and got 2 more of these. This is just a nice fragrance. You can wear it spring, summer, fall, winter, doesn't matter. I love it in the summertime. I think that it gives great sillage, and it kind of, once it dries down, it just gives you a really nice scent bubble. So this is really nice. I've worn this on date night. I've worn this to work before, and I had the nerve to wear it shopping around for errands, and I just got stopped constantly when I was wearing this. So this is definitely one of my faves, and definitely romance in a bottle. Okay, so next one on the list is Versace's Crystal Noir. I absolutely love this fragrance. I think this is the smaller one. This is a 30 ml. So this one actually comes in a much bigger size, but I've had this fragrance for quite a while. This actually kind of started my designer fragrance journey in my adulthood. I've been collecting fragrances for a very long time, even when I was much younger. I loved the Versace. There was another Versace, I can't remember what it was, but I used to wear it when I was younger. Anyway, I want to say it was light blue or blue, something blue. I just remember that. Crystal Noir is so nice. This is like a little bit of coffee vibes. So the top notes are spices. I don't know what the spices are, but they're pink pepper and black currant at the top. In the middle, there's tuberose, caramel, lily of the valley, and in the base, there's amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. This is just an all year round fragrance. I like wearing it in the winter time though. I do feel like in the winter I get a lot more sillage, whereas in the summer I feel like it wouldn't come off that nicely. For me in the summertime, you can wear all year around. I like to pull for this for work as well. But date night, just very romantic. It gives you those romantic vibes. The black currant, I love that the black currant in this. I don't know why, but for some reason, I get just like a little bit of coffee in here. I know there's not coffee in here, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. Just something that's very deep, I would say, like coffee tends to be. But the black currant, the caramel, I get the tuberose for sure. And just this ambery vanilla that comes through in the dry down, I just really love. I don't pull for it as much as I want to. And maybe I'll put this on my fragrance tray, but you can tell I love it. It's about halfway done. And this is definitely something I will want to re-up on when I get a chance, once I get down to a certain point. So again, that's Versace Crystal Noir. Next fragrance we're going to talk about is Strychnina by Vicanto. Now, this particular bottle, I broke. I could only salvage but so much of this, and all that I could salvage was this 10 ml, and I am down to the last sprays of this. So I actually need to purchase another bottle. I do see one on sale right now, but I will pop a picture of the bottle and what it looks like up top, just so you know. But unfortunately, my bottle broke. I can only salvage a certain amount of it, so this is all I have. This particular perfume is one of my favorite date night fragrances. Any kind of nighttime, you can wear this to events as well, but I love this on date night. So it's giving me sweet, sensual, sexy vibes, some fruit. I love the musk in here and how that's done in the dry down. It just dries down to just a nice musk. I have worn this several times, and I can get about 6 to 8 hours out of this fragrance. It lasts, it holds on to anything you put it on. So be careful. You can definitely spray it on your clothes. You don't have to put it on your skin, because you will definitely get the sillage that you're looking for. You'll get the lasting power that you're looking for. I feel like if you put this on your clothes, it'll last even longer, but on skin, this is like 6 to 8 hours. I mean, this is just so sexy. So reading the top notes off camera. So top notes are passion fruit, cassis, bergamot, lemon. Top notes are passion fruit, cassis, bergamot, and lemon. In the mid, you have raspberry, peach, floral notes, and green notes, and cinnamon. And then in the base, you have sweet notes of musk, vanilla, amber, and some other woods. This is so good. I really love how the fruit is done in this fragrance, because it's not fruity in a way. It's a very grown-up fruity. I would say that these are fruits that have been baked, or like they're juicy, dripping fruits. The peach in here for sure, I can get that. The raspberry, I definitely pick up on that in the mid, but it's just so good. And again, the lasting power is amazing. I absolutely love this fragrance, and I cannot wait to place my order for that bottle that I found on sale. This original price, I think, was somewhere in the $300 to $350 range, and I found it for $99, and I'm gonna scoop that up after I make this video. So again, that's Strychnina by Vicanto. This next one I absolutely love. This was all the rage. I wanna say it got very popular for me in the summer. I wanna say in the summer, or maybe it was like the early spring of last year. I know this fragrance has been out for quite some time, but this just knocked me off my feet when I got a sample of it. I ordered the bottle immediately. This one is La Capitale by Xerjoff. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. The juice is absolutely beautiful, and I just love it. This one, I really love how the notes are done in here. So this one is top notes of strawberry, caramel, peach, and labdanum. The labdanum in here, labdanum is like a leathery scent profile, and I really try to stay away from notes like labdanum because you just never know how it's blended. You never know, what you're gonna get. I do feel like on the high end side, labdanum is done very well, and Xerjoff La Capitale is definitely a high end fragrance. So this one is strawberry, caramel, peach, labdanum. Then you have leather, saffron, amber, ginger, rose, bourbon vanilla, and benzoin. So this is packed with romance in a bottle. I mean, it's a very easy reach for me for date night or something where you have to dress up. I do feel like you don't necessarily have to be dressed up to wear this fragrance, but I think that when you're dressing up and you're kind of feeling, in the vibe of going out and being grown and sexy, this can definitely just help you pull it off. I've gotten tons and tons of compliments on this fragrance, especially when I've gone out and when I've dressed up, and I just feel like this is just one of my top romantic fragrances. I like to actually pair this with other fragrances that have peach in it. So sometimes I might pair it with Nichonne's 100 Silent Ways. These are both bangers. These are both heavy hitters. So a couple sprays here, a couple sprays there with each of these. But I really love this. I always get compliments when I wear it. And it's just something unique. I don't have anything that smells like this in my collection. And that's kind of what drew me to it, because I just don't. I think it will actually pair very nicely with this one, this Exalte by Fumi Monet. This might give it like a little bit more floral touches to it, because this definitely smell the labdanum in here, and I feel like it might lean a little bit more masculine. For me, it's a feminine scent, but I do think that it's unisex, and I think that pairing it with this Exalte might definitely take it more in a feminine direction. Again, that's La Capitale by Xerjoff. So I'm gonna bring my girl back out. This is 100 Silent Ways by Nichonne, and this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. This will always be that girl to me. This particular fragrance I got over the summertime, but it's been out for quite a while, and this just gives me like fruity. So let's just go over the notes. So this is peach, mandarin orange, and tuberose at the top. In the mid, we have jasmine, gardenia, and orris. In the base, we have sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. I definitely get the peach in here, the mandarin, and the tuberose at the top. It just is blended so well. The jasmine, the gardenia definitely comes through. I find that this is just so easy to wear. So, when you don't want to think about it, right? You don't want to think about it, but you want to smell amazing. It's date night. You're headed to a romantic dinner, a concert, or something like that. This is a banger. So this is going to be a beast mode scent for me. It definitely lasts a very long time, especially paired with something like La Capitale, like we just talked about. But I feel like this is also something that you can wear to work. I do feel like it's an easy reach for, when you want to run errands and you just want to smell unique, but don't spray down. I would say spray just a few sprays of this. Even on your clothes, it will go a long way. This lasts for a very long time, 6 to 8 hours out of this. But like I said, this is romance in a bottle for me, because when I wear it on date night, I just get tons of compliments. My hubby always compliments me on this fragrance, and it's just a good time. It's just a good time. It's an extrait formulation. So again, the wearing power is definitely there and definitely worth the price point. That's again is Nichonne 100 Silent Ways. So next on my list is another easy reach romance in a bottle. This is Roses Vanille by Mancera. I love this fragrance. I think this is an everyday fragrance, to be honest with you. This is another easy reach fragrance. It's roses. Of course it's rose, but in the top we have lemon and Calabria. In the heart notes we have Turkish rose. In the base, we have cedarwood, vanilla, white musk. And this is just like an addictive, very smooth, easygoing rose and vanilla scent. I feel like also paired with La Capitale might be so nice together. I've never smelled that before, but these two might be very, very nice together. I should try that this week. This rose is not juicy. This is like very smooth, easygoing. It has like an effervescence to it. I do find maybe not like sparkling, or maybe sparkling, but it just is very airy. I would say it's just a very airy rose, and the way that it's paired with the vanilla, I really love how this smells on skin. I like to use this sometimes at bedtime. I mean, again, it's just that easygoing, and I feel like I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I definitely think that it's one you should get your nose on. Again, that's Roses Vanille by Mancera. Okay, next up is a newbie to my collection, and I am in love. I am in love. This is Bacciami or Bacciami by Bulgari. First of all, this bottle, let's give a little bit commotion for the bottle. Just a little bit. Look at that. It is so pretty, and so is the scent. So there's a claim that this only has 3 notes in it. That is gardenia, vanilla, and amber. So gardenia at the top, vanilla in the mid, and amber in the base. There's no way that there's 3 fragrance. There's 3 notes in here. This is a very fruity, floral, just romance in a bottle is this. Romance in a bottle. If you looked it up in a dictionary, you will find this fragrance next to it. It's very creamy. I feel like it goes very deep with the amber, and the way that the floral notes play with the amber, it just takes it to a deeper level that I really enjoy. I've worn this on date night, and recently I paired it with Love Fest Burning Cherry by Kayali. Mwah. Bellissimo. Okay, I absolutely love the way that this paired with that fragrance, but alone, you can definitely wear this alone. This is a fragrance that's going to take you about 4 hours, I would say. So it's definitely not long lasting and long wearing, but I don't mind that at all. I like to combine my fragrance. I like to pair my fragrances with other ones that are kind of in the same profile, so they tend to last a lot longer. I would say if you're wearing something, or your skin is very moisturized and you have like an oil or something on like that, this could definitely go a long way. There is an oil that I have by Brown Sugar Babe, and it is called Kiss Me, which is Italian for the English word for Bacciami, and basically that's what led me to this bottle. I got Kiss Me by Brown Sugar Babe, and I was told that it was inspired by oil from this, and I immediately purchased this. It's just so good. It's that good. And again, I love it. It embodies romance in a bottle, and I think with Valentine's Day coming up, this is definitely going to be on my fragrance tray. Okay, so next up, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite, the most unique fragrance that I have in my collection. I have nothing that smells like this. This is Narcotic Delight by Initio. First of all, once again, the bottles are just giving everything it needs to give. I absolutely love it. I love the Initio kind of bottle profile. I do like the fact that they don't have like the names on them. So you really have to like go find them. The names are on the top though. I don't know if you can see that, but the names are on the top of the bottles. But I love Initio bottles. They're just so beautiful, not too ornate, but definitely unique. I've never seen something like this. This is actually, for me, is a set memory. So I purchased this while I was out of town on vacation with my husband, and so I'm always gonna pull for this for date night. It smells amazing. This reminds me, well, let's talk about the notes first. So the top notes is cherry, pink pepper, black pepper. In the mid, we have cognac, we have rose, and then in the base notes we have cedar, patchouli, tobacco, tonka, and vanilla. This gives you like smoky vibes. I would say this reminds me of like a cigar lounge or like a cigar bar where, you know, you just sit down and there's a humidor and it's very rich in there, you know, very romantic. In my opinion, cigar bars, I mean, if done right, if you go to the right place, you could definitely have some fun there. But that is exactly what it reminds me of. It gives me like an incense kind of vibe, I would say, as well, especially with the tobacco and how it's done in here. It gives me a little incense. The tobacco and cognac combined together, I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting in here, and it is just absolutely amazing. I actually also paired this with Love Fest Burning Cherry by Kayali, and it smelled so good. I got so many compliments on this when I wore it recently, and it's one that will always be in my collection. I spray this down. You don't need a whole lot, but I'm an oversprayer, so I have sprayed this down, and I just love it. The lasting power for me, I would say about 4 to 5 hours, so it's perfect for date night. I mean, that's, you know, essentially how long date night is, you know, plus or minus a couple more hours, if you know what I mean. But this is just so nice. It's so grown up, and I feel like it's definitely one that I will have in my collection for a very long time. So again, that is Narcotic Delight by Initio. Okay, next up is another one of my faves. Listen, every one of my perfumes, every one of the fragrances that I own are my faves. I will say that every single time because they are my faves. I spend my hard-earned money on every single one of these, and so every single one of them are gonna be my favorites. This one is one of my favorite, light, airy, sparkling, but I still feel like it's a romantic fragrance, and that is Kayali The Wedding Silk Santal 36. Now this one came on the scene and everyone was trying to get it. I had the small version of this, the mini bottle that looked like this in a 10 ml, and it smelled amazing, and I was always one to like sample, you know, then you go back and you buy the large bottle if you love it. And when I went back, it went away, and it went away for quite some time. I couldn't find it. I couldn't get my hands on it. We got lucky and we got blessed by having this as a permanent staple in the Kayali brand, but this is definitely one of my favorites when I want to smell like I'm going to a wedding. So I would say that this is very sparkling. It's uplifting. It gives me uplifting vibes, but I feel like it also leans sexy. When this juice dries down, when this juice matures some more, so right now it's giving me like orangey vibes, but the bottle that I used to have, actually the juice got even darker than this. And when it did, it just turned into something incredible. And I can't wait until this one does the same thing. So this one is top notes of sparkling champagne, white freesia, and black currant. We have middle notes of nectarine, praline, jasmine, rose, Damascus rose, orange blossom, and then in the base we have sugary musk, sandalwood, oak moss, amberwood, and vanilla absolute. And I think the vanilla absolute actually gives it like that extra oomph to just into the sexy profile. This just smells so good. You can wear this any time of the year, and you honestly, in my opinion, you could wear it any time of the day. This isn't necessarily date night, but I think if you don't want it to be heavy hitter, if you don't want it to be like very powerful, a very powerful scent, if you want to wear just something like very easy going, but it's still giving, this is definitely one that you should reach for. This is another easy reach as well. And I feel like the lasting power on this one, in my opinion, it lasts like a lot longer than a lot of the other Kayali fragrances that I have. I think this one just has more lasting power. Maybe it's because of how the base notes are done, but it's just so nice. The vibe that I get, like I said, is like either perfect to wear on your wedding, it's perfect to wear to a wedding, to special occasions. I think it's perfect for a day date. You know, something like Topgolf or something like that, and it's definitely great for date night. So again, that is Kayali The Wedding Silk Santal 36, one of my faves. All right, so I couldn't leave I had to decide which of these fragrances. I have so many of them that I feel like are date night appropriate, but there are some honorable mentions. And these are honorable mentions because I like to layer them, and I feel like I don't want to miss them in my fragrance journey. So the first one, to me, I've mentioned it, but I haven't actually talked all the way through it, and that's Love Fest Burning Cherry 48 by Kayali. I feel like this is an underrated fragrance from the Kayali brand. I feel like this one layers very well with something that you want to make sweeter or have like a cherry element to, but you don't want it to be like an overpowering cherry. I feel like this plays like the background very well, and I also feel like if your routine is done really well, like your shower routine where you have, you know, a good base on, then I feel like this one actually can do it for you by itself. I mean, it doesn't have to be paired with anything else. I feel like this is definitely underrated and an honorable mention, specifically because I've mixed this with most of the fragrances here already. So this next one is MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight. I have this one in a sample, and I'm kind of going back and forth on whether I want to get Baccarat Rouge or Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight. I like both of them. I feel like this one just gives you more. It gives you more oomph. It gives you more lasting power, in my opinion. I feel like this one is a lot more grown up, whereas Baccarat Rouge is very... Baccarat Rouge, I feel like, is like an everyday scent. This is like a date night. So that's the difference for me between the two, is that how they're wearing and how I wear. Baccarat Rouge is more so for date night, and I really don't reach for it during the day. So that's one thing that I would say about this one. Let's go over the notes really quick. Let's see. So... all right, so Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight is almond, amber, woody notes, musky notes, nutty notes, which I don't really pick up on, but definitely fruity, definitely white floral. And then there's a claim that there's a metallic element to this. I don't get metallic whatsoever. I just get goodness. I think that it would layer also very well with a lot of the other fragrances that I showed you, and that's why I really like it over the Baccarat Rouge 540, just the regular parfum. So that is something that's kind of like an honorable mention to me. I've been really loving it, and I've loved layering it with other fragrances that I have. And then lastly, last honorable mention, this is Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 59. And this one is a body mist. Now this one is giving me like nice vanilla vibes. I really love this. I have no understanding why this is not a fragrance yet. If you can make the other Cheirosas into fragrances, I don't understand why this is not a fragrance. I just don't get it. The one thing that I will say about this is that this lasts longer than any other Sol de Janeiro body mist that I have. I have the Tuberosa. I've had the Cheirosa 56. It was a pink one. I can't remember what exact number it is. But this is the longest lasting and better wearing fragrance. I put this on on top of some of my fragrances, like after I've sprayed down and I just want a little bit more depth to it. I think that this just goes so nicely with pretty much everything that I put on. It goes nicely by itself as well. And that's why I feel like it's an honorable mention, because this is a body mist that wears leaning towards a perfume. I don't know why we don't have a perfume of this, but if they ever make one, I will get it. This is a smaller bottle. I actually have the big bottle, and I just poured like the big bottle juice into this one since I bought this one first. But this is just absolutely incredible, and I just love the journey that I go on when I wear it. All right, another honorable mention that I want to make is two body oils that I have been loving lately. The first one is Besame Mucho by Skin Potion. And this just gives me sexy in a bottle. This is just sexy in a bottle for me. I really love the way that the jasmine and the saffron is done in here. You could tell that there's like some saffron leaves in the bottom of the bottle. And so I feel like that's kind of giving it like the scent profile kind of stays in the bottle, stays on the oil. This is not like a moisturizing oil. I do feel like this is like a dry oil, so you can definitely use it with your moisturizer, and you can put it on top of your moisturizer. But this I recently picked up and I'm falling in love with it. It gives me Amouage vibes, but not the Amouage Beast Mode. This is more like Amouage Light. You know, you get an airiness from it, and it's an oil, so it stays on your skin for a long time. The perfumes that I put on after I put this on, it just gives it like, it takes it up a notch every single time. And I really love this. I'm getting into it. The other one is another oil called Creme de Vanille. And this is also by Skin Potion. This is like a vanilla dessert. I get like vanilla dessert vibes, maybe like some ice cream. It is definitely vanilla all around. This one also has like a little vanilla twig in it, and so I feel like it's just giving, you know, more and more of that every single time I use it. These oils are very expensive. They're $99, but I mean the bottle is huge. This is, you know, 3.4 ounces, so I expect these to be around for a while, and I expect them to last all the way through my fragrance collection. All right, so that comes to the end of the video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for staying. I hope that you have been inspired to pick up some new fragrances in your collection. And again, I hope that you can keep the romance going with what my suggestions are for today. So everyone have a great day. This is Aroma Babe signing out. Peace.